All right, so hello you guys, welcome to my channel. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and do that right now, and let's get this started. I saw that they had that documentary from the royal family back up on YouTube. I know it had been taken down for a while and the Queen had regretted filming that documentary, but it is so good. It's so intriguing for me as an American, especially to watch this powerful woman in this foreign country who has her face on all the money in the country, like she's still alive. Like all the people on our money is dead, but she alive and she's in the store buying stuff with her face on the money. Like, really? You gotta really try to be a person that can hold your composure and not get your head too big, because when your face is on the money, like, how can you not just be all up in yourself, like you all that, the tic tac, you know what I'm saying, kind of a thing. So I find that very intriguing to watch the Queen behind the scenes and signing her papers, and they give her this big red box and it has all her documents in it. And I was wondering, do they do that electronically now that everything's on the internet, or do you think they still like bring the box to the Queen to sign all of her documents? Because I know I signed documents all the time on the internet. I'm wondering if she does that. Has she kept up with the times? And watching them barbecue, like they're out by lake grilling, like Prince Philip is out there putting steak on the grill. For real, Prince Philip? Like, you know how to cook? Okay. I was like, okay, y'all got some pretty good everyday life skills. You seem to know how to cook. You know what you're doing. And Prince Charles is stirring up the, what did he make? Some salad dressing that I guess he mixed together some stuff for a salad. And the Queen is in her jacket. She didn't seem dressed for the occasion, but you know, she seems still a little formal for their picnic. But Prince Philip and Anne are out there on the grill with some hot dogs and steaks. I was like, okay, y'all go ahead. Y'all, I mean, it looked good. They surprised me. I didn't know that they had it like that where they could throw down. Maybe it was all just for the cameras. I don't know. But I find it very interesting to watch that side, because whenever I've seen the Queen, she's only been in her, you know, dressed up really nicely with her hats and her gloves and her purse, and you know, how you do, how you do, you know, she goes around and she's just very formal and she doesn't break from that. But to see her behind the scenes, you know, picking out her dresses and talking about her speeches and, you know, cooking out and hanging out with the animals, that is really interesting. It kind of gave me a different perspective of the Queen. I kind of look at her differently now because she know how to get her hands dirty, you know, and you have to respect somebody who's able to do that. Now, the question is, was she only doing it for the cameras? I don't know. I wish they would do more of that, because it gives the look and appearance of people that are trying to be as down to earth as they can be, considering what they were born into. And I liked how she would go to different towns and meet the people and, you know, ask them about living at the retirement home and just sitting down having a cup of tea with all the commoners. It was very eye-opening for me to watch that. But I did download it in case they took it off the YouTube again. But have a look at it, you guys. I'm sure you guys have seen it. If you haven't, it's very interesting to see the behind the scenes of the Queen, especially when she was younger. And Princess Diana was in there, and those were in the happier times. Everybody was getting along. And it gave me the feeling of nostalgia, just seeing Diana and looking at Prince Harry, thinking like, oh no, what, when he grow up, what his future is going to look like, thinking when he gets married. And then I remember reading some news about how Prince Harry could maybe even one day become king if Prince William dies. And then somehow, like, the kids, like, if they all died, he would become king. Now, you know what? we gotta sign some papers. Somebody gotta get some papers. They gotta kind of do some intervention to make sure that will never ever happen. Because then there's gonna be a lot to talk about. But I wanted to look at this article. Meghan Markle changes her name on Archie's birth certificate. Now, why is that? Why? What's she up to now? It is Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have fancied up son Archie's birth certificate, with Markle erasing her first name and both adding royal honorifics. Why would you do that? Like, why would you do that? Something is going on. Something ain't right here. After Archie was born in 2019, many royal watchers learned Markle's true given name, Rachel, for the first time when his birth certificate was revealed. Now, the latest copy of the document obtained by the UK Sun shows Markle edited the certificate about a month after Archie's birth, May 6, 2019, nixing Rachel Meghan. Now she is listed as Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Sussex. You know what? See, this shows you the arrogance of this woman, that you felt the need to have to put that title on the certificate, and she did it for some legal reasons. I can almost assure you that something came up that if such and such happened, you better have your title on that birth certificate. Like, there's some conniving going on when I see that. What is the purpose of it? Prince Harry also added Prince to the document to complete his title of His Royal Highness, Prince Henry Charles Albert David, Duke of Sussex. What, did they make a mistake? Did somebody fill out the birth certificate wrong? Is this why that happened? Don't seem like there's a reason to even do that. In a statement Sunday to Page 6, a spokesperson for Markle told us the change of name on public documents in 2019 was dictated by the palace, as confirmed by documents from senior palace officials. This was not requested by Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, nor the Duke of Sussex. Why would they do that? It's just suspect to me. That just seemed like out the blue. What is the point? We want to just add it to make it harder to take the title away eventually? Meghan has a podcast where she talks about kindness, but yes, she is not going to the UK to visit the Queen. Prince Philip is turning 100 years old. The Trooping of the Colour, all these great things are going to be happening. And she's not coming with the great-grandson. It's disgraceful. This woman has done a lot of bad things to this royal family. And I think in the end, she's going to have a lot of regrets. They have really not been able to improve their likability in the United States. I mean, with their mansions and their nannies, we have yet to see them do things from a place that shows true servitude, true conviction to trying to make things work and to better the relations with your in-laws and your family. It's disgraceful, and it's on the world stage, and you're trying to better your image to make money. They're doing it all wrong. Like they's missing all day long, miss. And that's just how it is. He is expected to fly there in June to attend his grandfather Prince Philip's 100th birthday party and the Trooping of the Colour, among other festivities. Meghan and Archie are expected to remain in the couple's home in Los Angeles. I bet you are. She ain't gonna show her face back in the UK, not after what she's done. And I was listening to this. If you guys hear snoring, that's Mr. Otis down here by my feet. He snores very loud, and I am so sorry if you can hear it. But they made a very interesting point on their Spotify podcast, where they were talking about love and kindness and wanting to show stories of people, you know, just like good human interest stories. But the royal correspondent made a very good point, and this is something that I had already been talking about on my channel. It's like, how can you talk about showing respect and kindness to people when you've done everything to undermine and to disrespect the royal family? How can people even take what you have to say seriously, knowing how you behave yourself? It's like you trying to paint a picture, but we already see the mistakes. We already see the pencil marks. We already see that is not who you are. It just, to me, looks like something that cannot really get anywhere in its unauthenticness of it all. It just perpetrate, all the word perpetrates written like all over that Spotify podcast thing. It just, how can anyone even take interest to that, knowing how they've behaved? To me, that says there is something that is going to happen, or something that has already happened, but this kind of seals the deal. Or something is going to happen, and to make sure it does happen, having that on the birth certificate kind of makes something that might happen later not be able to happen. There just does not seem a point. And it would be interesting to know if William and Kate have their titles on their kids' birth certificates. I don't know. If you know, let me know. Maybe I'll talk again about this. So I guess Kamala Harris, our new VP, is going to be on Spotify with Meghan and Harry. And to me, that is like a red flag. She may be a guest on their podcast. Let's hope not. I mean, I like Kamala Harris. I think, for me and a lot of other black girls, to see a woman that of color in such a high position, that really says a lot. It gives us women of color the idea, especially for a lot of young black girls, that, hey, I can maybe be that someday, or I could be the president of a company. There's a lot going on that is triggering confidence in young black girls. And that's always good for me. And it says a lot more that a black woman of power in that position means a lot more than someone like a Meghan who marries into a position superficially to get her power. But she's going to preach feminism. Go figure. Interesting. The Sussex's monogram has now been removed from Travelist's website. So what happened, Travelist? You seeing that having that monogram is not so good for business, is it? So why is Meghan not going to the UK when Harry goes in June? Why is she not going to go? Because she knows she has behaved badly. She knows that people ain't feeling her. She knows that she has got a lot to do to improve her image. And she's just not there yet. It says a lot that she is not going. And to me, it seems that she knows she's messed up. And not only that, but who was it? It was, I forget his name. There was a comedian, someone had sent this to me, a comedian talking about Meghan Markle and how she wants to get back into the movies. And they just ragged on her all day. They were like, what you doing, girl? Like, why are you doing, like, people can see through it. And I'm so glad that liberal Hollywood is coming up and speaking on her conniving. Because if you try to welcome that girl with open arms, with all the wrong moves and choices she has made, that's not going to look good. Calling her out is the right thing to do. And I'm so glad they did that. Because it's not like people want to just speak badly about somebody, but people know right from wrong. Innately, people know. And the way Meghan and Harry and Meghan behaved, they behaved badly. They did things that you would not do to a family member, especially on the public stage. And I know the Queen is trying as hard as she can to save face and not have to go give a royal butt whooping to Harry. But she's just trying to hold her composure because this girl is off the chart doing some craziness. And the Queen knows it. I know the Queen is behind the scenes going, Meghan, Ooh, but I want to wring her neck. I can tell. You know how I can tell? Because the queen don't put up with stuff. People don't do this kind of stuff to the queen. And the fact that she's doing it as a new person in the family and a woman that is of color especially, she don't know her place. She don't know her place. And I say woman of color only because they gave you everything because you are a woman of color. And for you to still do that is a slap in the queen's face. So the queen is mad. I'm going to just say it. The queen is mad because she is not used to people treating her like this because she is the queen. She has her face on the money of the country. Several countries. And Meghan knows that she is not going to be faring well when she does go to visit, or if she ever does go to visit. And it's a shame that she's not even taking Archie, because that is the queen's grandson, great grandson, and they have not seen him. He's probably, doing a lot. He actually is. It's almost been a year. So there's been a lot of strides in that child growing up. And you're not going to take the child to visit with the family of your husband? Like this, your husband's family. You going to treat your husband's family like this? You wrong, girl. You wrong. But she has gotten herself in a little pickle. And she just doesn't know what to do. So she's just going to sit this one out. I can assure you that's what's going on. There was something sinister going on with that change of birth certificate. And for the palace to say they are the ones that did this, I think they're just trying to prevent any outrage or rumors that Meghan did this. They're trying to settle the waters. Oh no, we did it, y'all. We did it. Meghan didn't do it. That Meghan, and then they're behind the scenes ripping her a new one. Why would she do that? That's what's going on. That's my opinion. Because we know that is in her character to do something like that. So it wouldn't surprise me because she's trying to show she has the upper hand. That's my child. What I can do is change the birth certificate. And the fact that it even made the news is suspicious. There's just something, I can't put my hand on it. A lawyer may have said something to her. So they're saying that she wanted to be nameless on her son's birth certificate. And Harry's move to quit senior royal family duties last year in order to lead a financially independent life. Yeah, you want to be independent, but you put that on the birth certificate? Or maybe the royal family is going to say, no, you can't stay in LA. You got to come back. And this is how we're going to finalize it, like the HRH, on the birth certificate. Get your butt back over here in the UK. What? A group advocating the replacement of the monarchy has demanded that the Sussexes sever all ties to the royal family. I absolutely agree. Just sever the ties. Just be done with them. You got your prince with no power or no connection to royalty. Go be happy. No, she needs that connection to fuel her relevance, to fuel who she is, to give her an identity of superiority. Because she can't be like the queen and contain the big head. The big head just has to be fueled. More. I need more power. And it was so nice to see Kate do her selfie video talking about Children's Mental Health Week. Such an authentic woman. And to hear her say those words, you just know she really does mean it. I saw that she was doing a video talking about the hardships during this time with the virus and the troubles she's going through, or, just the depression, the problems that we face with this pandemic. And people were giving her a hard time because she is such a privileged woman. What troubles could she possibly have? But when I look at her, I have to appreciate the fact that she is doing her job in a very graceful way. So I'm not giving Kate no problems. Go do you, Kate. You know what? Kate is real. And I appreciate her doing that video. She seemed very authentic, very meaningful in her words. And I think it's good that she's urging people to be the best version of themselves. And just maybe that skank Meghan will hear her say that, because she needs to turn herself around. She's got some serious trust issues, causing all kind of problems. And until next time, you guys, peace and love. I love you all. Bye-bye.